Sewing on a 4-hole button is fairly simple. You first want to start with your knot. You're going to come up through the back side of your fabric. I would recommend poking the needle through and then taking your button and sliding it through one of the buttonholes. It doesn't matter which one you start on. Then you're going to pull your thread through until the knot catches. Then I'm going to, actually there's a couple ways you can do this. The strongest way to secure your button is if you are going to go kitty corner or diagonally across this buttonhole. You can also go straight down and make a line here and a line here, or sideways, horizontally to this buttonhole and make a line here connecting the threads, and then again like an equal side. But I'm going to show you the most secure way, which is sewing an X through the buttonholes. You are then going to take your needle, poke straight down through the buttonhole and through the fabric. Grab your tail on the other side and pull tight. There's one. You're going to come up through the back side, and what I would do is, that's where my knot is, so I'm going to take my needle, and I know that's where the buttonhole is because you can't really see it. This fabric, actually, I can kind of see through where the buttonholes are, but most fabrics you can't. Hook through to the other side, grab your needle, grab your tail, and pull tight. It's important that you are pulling on your thread all the way after each pass through the buttonholes. Now I'm just going to go down through the same 2 buttonholes 5 times. If you're using embroidery floss, which I am, which is a thicker thread, then you only need to pass through about 3 times. But with regular thread, 5 times for a secure button. Okay, so this is my 3rd time with the embroidery floss. Pull tight. So diagonally, that is secure. So now I'm going to come up on the back side. I'm going to kind of poke around to make sure sometimes you might need to flip your fabric around, but you're going to poke down through the new buttonhole. You can use the table to help you if you want to set your fabric down. Grab my tail, pull tight. So now I'm up through the new buttonhole. I'm going to go across, poke down, and do the same thing I just did with the first 2 sets. Okay, this is my 3rd time. Okay. And then there's the back side of my fabric. So an optional step would be what's called shanking the button, and that's just securing all the threads in between the fabric and the button. So what you can do with this step, which again is optional, but especially if you are sewing together a button that's going to get a lot of use, such as on like a button-up shirt, like a nice shirt or a pair of pants, where you're really going to get a lot of use out of that functional button, it's important that you do this shanking step just to make sure all the threads are secure. So I'm going to take my needle, poke it back through the fabric, but I'm not going to go through the buttonhole. I'm going to come out in between the fabric and the button. I'm going to pull, and then I'm going to take this thread. I'm going to just set the needle off to the side, grab this thread and twist around the button. 1, 2, 3 with embroidery floss. You'll go 5 times with regular thread. And that's just to, like you're taking a bouquet of flowers and you're rubber banding all of the stems together. It's just grabbing all those threads to keep them together so we don't have any strays. So now I'm going to take my needle. That's where my thread ended up. I'm going to take my needle and poke it back through down to the back side or the wrong side of my fabric. So there it is. Grab my needle, grab my tail, and pull tight. So now I'm on the back of my fabric. Now I can do my ending knot or complete my ending knot. So I am going to slide my needle underneath at least one of those threads. You can go underneath as many as you'd like, or you could go underneath one. I try to go under as many as possible. So I'm gonna pull, 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 wait for the loop, through that loop, and pull tight. And you're gonna do that 3 times, and that will secure your button. There's the back side. And there's my button. Nice, neat, and secure.